thug. It's cool to kill and do drugs. It's cool to be filled with guilt and lust. It's cool to beat your girlfriend and snort pill dust. It's cool to get drunk and rape hoes for new fucks. And even cooler when you get more drunk and steal new trucks. Whatever you gotta do to get a few bucks. But they don't need to steal to eat, the truth sucks. They just do it to produce the huge rush. And we're living in crazy times, so I don't watch the news much. I've never been filled with so much hate, but at the same time I got peace of mind, so I feel great. But at the end of the day, it's hard to keep grinning. It seems like half the men I meet beat women. So you're not a man at all, and you receive what you given. You say I'm old-fashioned, I just believe in a vision. Trying to save another baby conceived in the system. There's too many sex offenders in the region I'm living in. There's maps at the local library listing them. We're living in a pit of sin, villains win, killing innocent citizens. Let the beat build, I'll fill it in. Let another Iraqi child die so they can drill again. But I can feel their pain like when you kill a twin. So I was pissed off, but now I'm still again. You can't hold on to the minutes of the day. You gotta let the time pass as it's ticking away. So I want you to sit and pray, listen and say, if you lead, I will follow you, I will follow. Don't identify yourself by belongings you keep. You gotta get yourself out before you fall in it deep. You gotta let your thoughts fade as you're falling asleep. But you still hear it calling you, you hear it calling you, hear it calling you, and it won't leave you alone. I hear spirits through EVP that speak through a phone, like the soul of a deceased daughter trying to reach home, to tell her family goodbye and tell her dad not to cry. Everything will be alright, there really is another side. Everything is right once the vibrations rise. This is the last fight before the nation dies. This is played on the satellite that orbits aliens' eyes. This world's being run by the shadiest guys. These politicians are Nazis in a lazy disguise. They expect people to believe the craziest lies. They spray chemtrails in the skies and hope that your baby dies. You can't hold on to the minutes of the day. You gotta let the time pass as it's ticking away. So I want you to sit and pray, listen and say, if you lead, I will follow you, I will follow. Don't identify yourself by belongings you keep. You gotta get yourself up before you fall in it deep. You gotta let your thoughts fade as you're falling asleep. But you still hear it calling you, you hear it calling you. The Federal Reserve is printing money out of thin air, and most of the population don't understand it or care. It's counterfeit cash and they're not gonna stop it. It takes away from the value of the dollars in your pocket. The intentional devaluation of our currency will make an economic collapse seem like a certainty. And once America's wealth collapses to zero, they'll introduce the Amiro and act like the hero. It's monopoly money, cause the dollar is dead. I realized it today when I was shopping and bought bread. The peaceful protesters were stomped till they bled, and all the eyewitnesses were shot in the head. It's no wonder nobody's been able to save you yet, when the whole system's designed to make you a slave to debt. Before you know it, you're 40 years old and alone, arguing with the bank and bill collectors on the phone. You gotta get a second mortgage on your home, and you spent your whole life paying back the loan. So you can follow me down the path I roam, that'll lead you back to freedom. Now the path has been shown, but you can't hold on to the minutes of the day. You gotta let the time pass as it's ticking away. So I want you to sit and pray, listen and say, if you lead, I will follow you, I will follow. Don't identify yourself by belongings you keep. You gotta get yourself out before you fall in it deep. You gotta let your thoughts fade as you're falling asleep. But you still hear it calling you, you hear it calling you, still hear it calling you, you hear it calling. Don't identify yourself by belongings you recall. You gotta let your thoughts fall as you're falling, hear it call. But you still hear it calling you, you hear it calling you, you hear it calling you, you hear it calling. Don't identify yourself by belongings you recall. You gotta let your thoughts fade as you're falling, hear it call. But you still hear it calling you, you hear it calling you, you hear it calling.
Oh, you want to know my message? I want you to stop spreading corporate-controlled disinformation around the globe and start covering the real issues, like why this fucking world is being raped by guys that make $500 million a year while the rest of the world starves. Why don't you put that on the 9 o'clock news?